Joe Burry's got to play solid, I think. Don't you, Grant? I mean, make good decisions. I know the ankles are a problem. Get everybody else involved.
And of course, Gonzaga, they got to get back in transition and keep those big bodies of North Carolina off the glass.
Congratulations to these three, drawing the biggest assignment in their sport. Michael Stevens, Vern Harris, and Mike Eaves. And here we go. Meeks stepping in against Williams of Gonzaga. And easily controlled by the Tar Heels.
It's a man's Grant Hill right now. The Zach shoot! Man back screen, the initial early offense.
And right now, Williams-Goss on Jackson, giving up about 5 inches on. Watch that matchup.
Hicks.
Oh, they were lucky to get him going. Roy told us yesterday.
It was such a struggle on Saturday for Hicks, just 1 of 12 from the floor. They got the early open look.
Perkins able to run the offense as well as Goss. Nice give.
To Karnowski. Doubled up. Swings it over and it's stolen. Barry was the one that got a hand on it. Ahead to Pilsen. And there's the dunk. He's been waiting for all tournament long.
How about number 1 in your program? Maybe number 1 in your heart. Send it in!
He asked Raff to promise him he would get a sanded in if he had a dunk in a tournament. Didn't take long on a Monday night championship game.
Just an errant pass, set it up. And a great pass or two in Karnowski.
Here's Perkins, who fouled out on Saturday and was not a factor like he can be. Williams-Goss goes back to him. Ball is taken out of his hand, but Barry reached in.
And Raff, North Carolina opted to double team, and a little miscue there by Karnowski. And your guy, getting out of transition. Roy Williams said he hasn't dunked it in forever.
At least a couple of months.
A couple of months.
We've seen him make some great passes, but the great read defensively. Set that baby up.
And as we talked about, Gonzaga has to value the basketball. They can't turn it over. North Carolina, one of the best at converting turnovers to easy baskets.
So Perkins gets to step in the act of shooting and put up 3 here after not scoring on Saturday against South Carolina. He's in the scoring column quickly in this one. Got 1 more.
And Jim, that was the 3rd time in 4 games that he scored 3 points or less. So Perkins, maybe this will get him going here getting some free throws.
Well, they need Barry to be solid now. Get everybody involved. They get a kick out. Stick that jumper.
Here's Meeks with the first touch and a jumper, and he's good again.
Was that out of fear that he stepped out? He can make that 12-footer though.
He had all those baskets when he tied his career-high 25 in the game against Oregon, but they were in the paint. Showing a little outside game tonight.
Yeah. He does have a nice little touch, good rotation. Nice hesitation.
Fade away, Williams-Goss.
Should stay
Meeks sends it to Benson.
A little back screen on the big guy.
Here's Hicks again. Backing in on Williams. Puts up the shot. It's way long. And tapped out. Stays here.
That's Hicks' shot, though. He likes that turnaround fadeaway.
We talked earlier. I haven't seen this from Meeks in the last 3 or 4 games, but showing his range, stepping out, and knocking it down.
Yeah, hit 11 out of 13 from the floor against the Ducks.
Stayed hot.
He has been playing excellent basketball. A little post up again, see if they can get Hicks going. A drop step. Nice.
And he's fouled by Williams.
And for Isaiah Hicks, I like that play right there. Obviously trying to get him going. Struggled last game, 1 for 12 from the field, getting to the free throw line. Isaiah Hicks has to play well here for these Tar Heels.
Playing in his 151st game in the Tar Heel uniform. A champion going to be crowned tonight, and right after the game, get your official championship gear, locker room tees, hats, and more at the official championship store of the NCAA, ncaa.com/shopping. Fellas, you both say about Hicks, you just keep thinking, one of these days, he could break out and have a huge game.
And the coaches feel the same way. I mean, he's a terrific performer, but he has been struggling.
And Raph, I like what Carolina's done. They're putting Pinson, a taller player, on Williams-Goss. He got switched off, but his length defensively could be a problem for the point guard of Gonzaga.
Great denial. You're going to have to step and go as well. They like to post up Goss on occasion. He had Burry in there.
Feed it to Williams, trying to make the move at 5.
Nice.
Pirouettes and puts it up and in.
How about the forecaster? Gotta say, he expects a big game.
They didn't say just a big time game. He
Exactly.
said it repeatedly, didn't he?
He sure did. J3 on the money. Quick check.
Here's Jackson and Karnowski. Has it deflected out of bounds.
It's interesting to watch Gonzaga. They have so many weapons, but this kid's got great footwork, has a hook with either hand, with drop step, very confident performer. They need him, just like Carolina needs Hicks to get on track.
A transfer by way of Missouri. Set out last year. J3, they call him. He's never missed a start in his career, whether here or with the Tigers of Missouri.
Look who's in the game right here. They get right to him.
Quick touch and follow-up is also handled by the Heels defense and out of bounds off North Carolina.
And
Collins high-low.
And Collins had great position, great pass by Karnowski, but Hicks kept his hands high, walled him up, was able to get that block.
Can shoot it, and they know good closeout. Pinson.
Perkins loads it up, 3-0. And that was off Karnowski, they say.
I think he might have, yeah, I think that was off Carolina.
They're going to change it. They should change it. No, I guess not. Oh, they did. Good piece of officiating.
Well,
what do you think? Very upset there.
That might be the most upset I've seen him all year.
Yeah, if you must have had a bad meal.
might have had it right the first time after the second look. Here's the hook shot. And it fails to go for Shimek Karnowski.
Well, he's got a guy leaning on him equal weight.
Jackson.
And I thought he rushed those last 2 jump shots.
And Roy said that yesterday.
Not on balance.
Look at how deep this guy gets. Say goodnight usually.
Off the glass though. Karnowski unable to hit a couple of shots early.
A mismatch inside with Hicks if they go to it.
Meeks, outside game, not this time.
That could get a seat on the bench.
Matthews pulls it away. Up ahead, Perkins. On the wing, open for 3, and yes!
How about the give up by Goss? They shorten the floor by giving it up early.
Barry.
Oh, they played that.
Answers back with a 3 of his own, and it has been a mighty struggle with all those issues with his feet. And it is going to stay with Gonzaga, but Barry, like he did on Saturday, hits his first shot of the game.
That's great to see. Gives him a lot of confidence. They need him to drill it.
A battle of ones, the last West Coast Conference team to win the championship. USL 1956 beating Iowa on the Northwestern campus. Bill Russell, Casey Jones. Russell had 28 points, 27 rebounds in the title game and was not the most outstanding player.
And who was it?
Hal Lear.
All right, the backcourt of Lear and
Had a
Rogers.
big performance in the 3rd place game, and he got the title.
That's unbelievable. How many hurries you figure Russell had in that game?
28-27 doesn't get you much in those days. Kenny Britt. No, it's not Kenny Britt. It was pointed out to me. It is Nate Britt, and he has some story. Nate Britt is, we're going to dig into that a little bit more, but his brother in attendance here, Chris Jenkins.
A lot of switching inside. And Collins had a mismatch.
And Miss Karnowski on Barry.
Oh, he made it on the foul, too, by Nate Britt.
And that's the problem for Carolina. The 2 smaller guards playing together, the ability to elevate and knock some shots down. This club shoots confidently. Matthews got a couple inches and a lot of confidence coming from Cal, able to knock it down. You just see the reach, the elevation, the plumb bob, and a little nylon.
4 to the line for a possible 4-point play, and that's the 2nd time Carolina's fouled on a 3-point shot. Almost to convert, and May in for the first time, the most outstanding player of the South Regional on the the floor.
Tilly on him, a little show. Macon post up, get a little addition to Meeks. I'd go to Meeks with Collins. He's got about 30 pounds or more.
There's Meeks. Collins, the freshman, trying to guard him. He fades away.
Where you going?
And fouls on the Tar Heels.
And Raph, you're right. You got to put him in the basket. Meeks going against Collins, not shooting a fadeaway, maybe a drop step there, but that right there, you're bailing out the defense. You want to put pressure on the defense.
He gets a seat for him. I think Roy heard you.
He might have heard me, exactly.
Well, they bring in Tony Bradley, the 6'11" freshman from Florida.
He is a real good-looking prospect, but the Duncan, they're not doing a good job.
Williams gave it up at the end. It's a little congested in there, and that's a travel call against Collins.
Yeah, you're right. Too many bodies around to make that kind of little handoff. But he, as well as Korneski, they're wide open for seconds. You got to acknowledge and dump it down on him. You've seen this offense a few times. This is where May's effective, I think, in this spot.
He is denied the chance to get that shot off. And now with 8 to shoot. Bounce pass by Barry, leads to the basket by Bradley.
And great pass. Bradley right there with the roll and finish. Hasn't played a lot of minutes the last 3 games, but expect him to play a lot here tonight.
That's what you want from Barry. This is taking advantage of the mismatch size line. Nice look. He's a good post player. You sniff a look. Collins with the acknowledgement.
And again, as Carolina likes to do, they race to the other end. Very high off the glass. Tapped around and saved by Williams Goss at the other end.
Watch the slapback early 3.
Just got the assist a moment ago, and now
once again, advantage.
The size advantage. Kicks it out. Perkins gives it up to go low. Tilly comes in, puts up the hook. No. Collins out battles the Tar Heels for the basketball.
And this mismatch is going to be difficult to contend with.
Williams Goss being very comfortable backing him in.
And he's when they need a big goal all season long, he slips in there and dominates. What a cool kid to talk to, isn't he?
Cool. He is first-team academic All-America. Here's Jackson getting up the board.
And that's where he is so good. But I love him attacking the basket, not settling for that 3.
And they switch now, start Jackson on Goss. So
watch this matchup. Matthews, the grid on him. Got the room to get the shot short. Bradley snares it for the Tar Heels.
I think Jackson can do some damage here, get some shots over Goss. Britt, good driver, steps up.
Oh, what a move by Britt.
And Britt came in that semifinal game, had some great plays in the first half. A nice lift off the bench.
Yeah, had a big spark to this Carolina team on Saturday.
Well, they got an offensive foul on Collins, looking for a pick and pop. Just a little too quick with it.
Collins first.
And Jackson, one of the best at the game with that floater, that giant killer, getting to the rim and finishing with ease. And then Britt, once again, just off the dribble, nice little drop step and finish. I think Carolina has to do more of that, get each other in movement and attacking the glass.
That looked like you in the NBA, your 4 steps, by the way.
Maybe 3.
The big fella looming here. He didn't really shape that beard too well, did he?
Just a brief rest for Shimmick. Away from the basket here defensively, and Henson throws it away.
He saw Mark Few standing over there.
Mark Few can't make a deep shot like that, though. This is really fun to watch. So both teams going up and down, looking for one another, taking advantage of early offense.
And I love this pace. This pace right now is just fantastic. I think it works for both teams, getting up and down.
Their style, right?
Yep.
11 baskets by 11 different players.
A little size now, a little settled. But look at this kid.
Williams Goss starting to get comfortable.
Well, he knows next time he can own him, but put it on the deck. No inside presence right now. It's got to be a dribble drive.
Brett. Tilly pulls it down.
This is where they're dangerous. Slap back 3, drag screen.
Hector Karnowski comes in with it. Denied. Perkins gets to it first. Puts it up.
That is why they're tough to play against. They all can drill the jumper, spread you, also can beat you with putting it on the deck.
Seventh Woods in the lineup for Coach Roy Williams, number 21. Nearly stolen by Perkins. Brits open. Oh, it's their ball. But May in the right spot. Kronowski says, get that out of here.
That's that defense that's improved.
Nelson slipped. He's not sure he can dribble it again, so he gives it up here. Kronowski, not where he wants to be right now, but 8 to shoot. Williams Goss.
Look at this kid. He really is smart, huh?
Passed it at the last second to the 7-1 center, and it drew a foul on Britt. 7 different Tar Heels have scored, but in that last break, that last sequence since the under-16, Williams Goss started to control things. .com.
How about his start here? But they have a great rotation up front or at the guard spot. And a lot of people who can beat you with the jumper, the dribble. Tough to match. They are deeper with quality, I should say.
Meeks is on the bench for Carolina, and that's Jackson blocking it from behind.
And that's what I like, the length of a Jackson or a Pinson on Williams Goss. He's so good in the paint in that mid-range area. He'll kill you on the smaller guards.
Little zone look on the inbounds. Such a load. It's a warfare hit. Now they get Bradley back on him.
They got to get touches to him, though.
Pick and pop was the guy. He's got some offensive skills.
There he goes again. Way up in the air to put up that hook shot.
He loves that left, but he does have a counter. Pretty effective. Smooth delivery.
Bulldogs' largest lead. It's interesting. Meeks has played 5, and he's set for 5 after taking a shot that took him out of favor for a while with his coach.
Really not attacking. They are stymied right now under 10.
Bradley says, nobody here, I'll take it. Williams, all Gonzaga underneath.
And not a good offensive possession there from North Carolina.
Unattractive. Wide open, pick and pop.
And a 3. Gonna ask for a better look.
Nice activity. He really is good without the ball. Bill comes up short. Jackson.
And Gonzaga doing a great job on the boards. Not giving Carolina any offensive rebounds.
Outside Matthews. This is his shot. That's wide of the mark.
Twice now they've dodged good open looks. Carolina's got to get back and match up.
Tar Heels shooting 33%.
I'll tell you what, this defense for Gonzaga just giving all types of problems to North Carolina, unable to execute.
Barry, 2 for 2, and a foul. So 4-point opportunity coming for Joe Barry, who suddenly has found a shot.
They really need him, no question about it. His judgment has to prevail. But right here you see the follow through, little nickel dimer on the release, but he's stepping up because others not getting anything at the rim, nothing off the bounce, and this is the guy has to take over and perform at that high level. Meeks.
He's been doing it the last few games, that's for sure. But Barry, who was 2 out of 14 from the field, hit his first shot in the opening minute of the game against Oregon, then went through a long dry spell.
And Jimmy was 24% from the line, 3-point line during the last 2 games, and prior to that he was 42%. So he has struggled to hit 2 good ones here early.
And he's missed some free throws, and he's an excellent free throw shooter.
Kronowski backing in on Meeks.
What do you do with that? Not a good look here.
Trying to hand it off at the last minute. It looked like he had Meeks to beat. Henson. Jackson put back.
And he took advantage of Matthews with his size.
I think that's where Jackson has to go. Get down on the low block.
Kronowski's got to become more offensive minded when he's around the rim. He got him. He's got him, man. Give it to him.
Here he is. Kronowski bypasses the jumper, which he can shoot. And it's going to be on May outside. quick 5 unanswered by the Tar Heels after a 7-point run by the Zags.
And I love this move right here. As you said, he gets in there. He's got to shoot that. Don't pass it. You're under the basket. And Jackson getting inside, using his height advantage. Carolina back in the game.
Back at the championship game, Jim Nance with Grant Hill, Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson. Gonzaga out of Spokane, Washington. Founded back in 1887. Started basketball in 1908. Didn't go Division I until 50 years after that. Famous alumni, Bing Crosby and John Stockton, a Hall of Famer.
Stockton looks like he can still go out there
and cross screen and
do it all.
Use that pick and roll.
Yeah.
There are many Gonzaga alumni, basketball alumni in the arena tonight.
They say John goes over there and works out. Great history now. The connection. Mark telling us that 75% of the guys that graduate come back and live in that area. Nice hesitation.
Short with the floater, gets it right back, and long that time.
They have missed ample opportunities.
Jackson. Tapped out to Perkins.
Their guards rebound and they don't mind pushing, particularly Goss.
He's open, yeah. They have missed him a few times inside. And Gonzaga can get to the basket anytime they want. They just got to finish.
He must have blocked them out at the buffet line. They got an offensive foul after all that. He's wide open. An empty trip.
It's the second time they've been called for a foul on a screen. Karnowski's first. Follow Bleacher Report on Instagram. Get the coolest sports content before anyone else. Join millions of others and follow Bleacher Report on Instagram now.
And right now, Raph, I mean, the missed shots in the paint for Gonzaga as Karnowski goes out of the game, and 5 turnovers early. Just not a recipe for success. You got to value the basketball and finish at the rim.
Laying off Collins, he can jam things up and help on it. Got a tough shot, all because of not playing the big guy at the rim. Meeks really sloughed off, jammed it up. Impact. Like this kid's game, don't you, Collins?
So talented, so skilled, so young. Freshman out here.
Mark saying his father really taught him well about the fundamentals of the game.
His father, who played college basketball at New Mexico State, his dad, Mike.
Slippery spot right there. Twice I've seen guys stagger. I'm unfamiliar with that.
Jackson missed the last 4. There he is, Collins.
How about this kid? You name it, but they're getting in so easily, dunking it. You got to do your homework early, Tar Heels.
Hicks.
There you go.
Gonzaga.
Good look for him, though.
Perkins weaving through traffic, setting up Williams.
Look at his footwork. Look at this kid.
Goes with the right hand. It slides off the glass to Pinson. Spits away from Perkins. Carolina racing again as Pinson pulls the trigger on it. Collins says, let's go to the other end.
And Gonzaga doing a great job on the glass. No second chance opportunities for the Tar Heels.
And Mark pulled the plug there once he on the set.
It's interesting, you're right. North Carolina letting Gonzaga just seal inside. They got to have some resistance defensively.
He can make this shot. We've seen it. Look at his footwork. Tough shot there.
It is blocked. It's happened a couple of times for him. That was Meeks.
Off the wrong foot.
Perry. Player down.
I think they've got Perkins, yeah. Nice screen by Hicks.
You know, North Carolina's the best rebounding team in the country, but so far, +9 for Gonzaga in this one.
And Meeks, you love his play on both ends. Just patience. Was able to block that shot. Collins, I don't know, double pumped it there. I don't know what he was trying to do, but
I think he was trying to set his nice lob. Easy. Jackson. Not really pressuring the inbound. You know, you pay for all those missed baskets. This team, Carolina's got to toughen up defensively. A little tighter on the wing, a little back cut.
Williams, it's a 3. He's had a couple of attempts from right that spot. Perry, lob Puts it down low. Now the Zags are there to defend it.
They read it beautifully, Jim.
Perkins goes in, and he gets fouled.
Well, there are scouting reports you want the kids to pay attention to, and they did at the other end, the Zags.
Perkins just attacking the basket in transition. 3 guys there. Still managing to get to the rim and draw a foul, get to the free throw line. Perkins stepping up here in the finals.
Sophomore out of Colorado, who Coach View said was all in with Nigel coming over from Washington and sitting out last year, but knowing he would have to kind of change positions with Goss. And don't forget, the Colbert Show is all new this week with Louis C.K. and a special appearance by Steve Martin. Stephen Colbert, the smart choice, and that's tonight on CBS as well.
And when you have a good culture like both these programs have, guys buy in. They don't mind giving their minutes up, and it helps win. Got to keep Collins busy so they can do something attacking the rim. Good shot. Look at this kid.
Oh, Jackson. This is about to be filled. He's 0 for 5 from 3 in this game. Perkins. He's the scorer at this point.
Goss.
And they keep leaving him, and Perkins keeps making them pay.
And that's because Goss can rebound and push it with the best. Nice find.
13 of Gonzaga's 28 by Perkins.
Bouncing, use your hook. Ramley.
As Jackson inside, Collins takes it out of there. Then Hicks.
Collins, I think, Jim.
Josh Perkins. Scoreless on Saturday, but not tonight.
How about this kid? They find him, acknowledge it. A little nylon. Spokane, smiling.
Still an awesome sight, isn't it? Seeing all these people packed into a supersized stadium. You see your game summary. Carolina shooting only 31%. And they're being out-rebounded. They've only been out-rebounded in 3 games this year. Again, tops in the country in rebounding, margin, offensive rebounds. Only the 3 times they were out-rebounded, they lost. All 3 times.
So that's such a major feature of their weapons. But I think the big thing, we never say this about, I think they've got to slow down on the offensive end, run some stuff, get the ball side to side, and dribble drive or get some post-up action. Jackson forcing a little bit here and there, but he's trying to put some numbers on the board. He needs some help.
And Rack, only 3 second chance points by Carolina. I agree. You got to slow down, run and execute your offense. Get some steals too, maybe get out in transition where Carolina thrives.
Push, but you don't have it.
Right. Relax.
Jackson on Goss. Box set, pin down.
Perkins. Drove it inside, had a good look. Tar Heels come out with it. Ripped back on the floor.
Meeks has got to bang a little bit. Want that basketball in there. Maybe you do some damage size-wise on Williams. Excellent D here.
Bradley, no one near him.
That's an easy look for him.
They've missed 8 of the last 9. As we approach 3 minutes to go in the first half.
See if they can get Karnowski involved on the box a little bit. He really hasn't, when he's been a factor. Finishing.
Hasn't scored. He's taken only 2 shots, Karnowski. That's Williams.
Well, that's what they said.
Got 6 on the game and go with 4 rebounds.
And they want a big-time game from him.
Barry. Back to the rim with a long rebound. Grabbed by Britt.
Perkins now on Jackson. He can rebound.
There's Hicks. And hits one from the floor.
And great cut. Tremendous pass by Bradley. Hicks now making a field goal. Maybe he can get going.
Let's get a report from Tracy.
Jim, during that last timeout, Mark Few grabbed Zach Collins. He's out right now with 2 fouls, but he said, stay positive. You could fight with these guys. As for Roy Williams, he was just getting on his team about shot selection and, of course, the rebounding, Jim. He said, stop just standing around, get to the glass.
Hey, Tracy, here is Perkins, who's led the Bulldogs with 13. Whipping that pass down to Karnowski.
Again, he misses at the rim. Meeks effective with the belly button.
He's had 3 close looks. None of them have dropped.
And a foul.
On Perkins, his second.
And 3 shots, too.
Yep.
Raph, you talked about this lineup, this matchup, before the game. Now, you're right, Meeks is just being big and strong, maybe bothering Karnowski, missing uncharacteristically a few at the rim.
I don't think it's a vision problem either.
No.
Because he saw me earlier and said, you look good.
Maybe it is a vision problem.
Well, he has had some ample opportunities.
We've had 4 times already in this game where we've had a foul occur on a 3-point shot.
Amazing. Unusual.
And you love the effort by both teams closing out, but you have to be smart in those situations. You cannot foul on 3-point jump shots.
He's a neighbor of yours, isn't he, Barry?
Yeah, Joe Barry. My daughter went to the same school with Joe Barry. Watched him at Lake Highland Prep. Fantastic career.
He's got one more coming. And he definitely is having a sharper game than what we saw on Saturday as Pinson takes Britt's place. Boy, did Roy Williams praise his point guard yesterday. Called him, well, he just said his teammates are afraid of him. You know? He's such a fearless leader out there, and his teammates, they listen to him.
Well, Grant and I feel the same way.
Oh, do you really?
Now, Raph, both teams are great at closing out the half on a run. Which team will go into their halftime here with momentum?
Really good defense on the perimeter. Don't leave an open shooter.
Nelson.
Gosh finds him. Poise under fire.
Nelson, a terrific outside shooter. Hit 2 out of 3 against the Ducks on Saturday.
Jim, they overhelped. It wasn't needed. Something to get Meeks going with a dump down now.
Takes Karnowski to the other side.
Meeks is reaching deep into the bag of tricks.
He took him down to his pizzeria.
4 points for Meeks coming off that 25-point game. Now let's see if Karnowski wants to take it to him here. He does, and he's short.
You know, I think he might be, in terms of the game itself, fatigue, doesn't have that same little lift. Not that he's going to be a high jumper, but Meeks doing a great job, and that's why you eat your dinner.
I mean, how many times has Karnowski gone against a big guy like a Meeks?
That's an absolutely great point. Nice lead.
Meeks gets fouled by Karnowski, who has his second. Coming up on AT&T at the half, EJ, Greg, and the guys. All the first half and highlights and analysis coming up on AT&T at the half. So what was it that Meeks was telling us? He's done such a good job defensively. He learned it. It took him a few years. He really discovered it last year. I can really help this team in a lot of ways other than just scoring.
And Jim, that speaks to experience. Both these teams have experience, and a guy like Kennedy Meeks getting better every year. A senior now, making great contributions, big in the semis against Oregon, and thus far being big here tonight.
He talked about practicing every day, giving an effort. Of course, he's tenderizing because Roy wants more from him. Nice follow by the big guy.
Oh, has it taken away by Williams. Looked like he was going to follow right to the hoop.
2 for 1. Nice attack.
Big collision on Williams-Goss.
Smart play, huh?
And you have to communicate on defense. North Carolina not getting back, but Williams-Goss, like you said, always under control, poised, and he knows he's going to get fouled. He just goes in there, draws contact, and probably the best free throw shooter remaining here in the Final Four.
Number 1 on Meeks.
He is so good rebounding and pushing. And of course, if you don't identify, sets his teammates up or gets to the rim.
And it's interesting, he missed that free throw. You wonder if his hands bothering him. Usually pretty adept, 88% from the free throw line.
Again, rat-tat-tat. You're thinking stop. If he decides to get one at the other end, tough shot.
Jackson. That's Hicks going back outside. And Barry unable to convert. Underneath. And another whistle with 21 seconds.
And I think those Tar Heels listened to Roy Williams. That was Carolina basketball dominating the glass. and giving himself a chance. 3 opportunities. Pinson now shooting 2.
Was that Tilly under there? Boy, they do attack that glass. You remember firsthand. You got a couple of knots on your forehead.
It was on Williams.
Was it?
Number 2. So Pinson, who led the team in assists on Saturday. He's done that a few times this year, 9 times. And Roy Williams stomping a little bit over here on the bench.
And Jim Pinson had that great assist in the regional finals there for Luke Mary, finding him for that game winner.
A couple of good passes last night, as you remember, or 2 nights ago, I should say.
1-point lead for the Bulldogs.
See if they run and jump.
Couple of All-Americas.
Timeout.
High and timeout called by Coach Mark Few. Set something up here. Final 12 seconds of the first half. During the break, Roy Williams coaching Kennedy Meeks for the last time and sending a message.
Ooh. I told you not to eat that pepper tonight.
That hurt his hand right there.
Roy, they have a great relationship, but here we go.
7 seconds.
Oh, not a good foul. Oh, goodness.
Ratley.
That was a smart play by Williams. Gosh, we saw Bradley showing, and he kind of ran right into him, throwing the foul.
You know Roy better than I do in terms of playing against him, but that run and jump, I mean, they are ready. Vintage Carolina basketball off the timeout. You've got to be prepared for a lot of looks.
This young man at the line, he's done it every which way. On the court, off the court, All-America player, All-America in the classroom. Said he was going to talk to his teammates and say, it's our last time together as a group. Let's enjoy every single second of it. He said he was at peace. He's been calm all along. Did not show any nerves leading into this game.
By the way, Meeks back in. Justice under God. He's got to reprieve. That's what they used to get in the Jesuit schools, keeping you after school when you were a bad boy. But he's right back.
I was wondering where we're going with that.
6 seconds. Pinson up ahead with 3. Whips it over to Barry. Launches it.
Right on it, too.
Yeah. 3-point lead for Gonzaga at the intermission. North Carolina shot only 31% in the half. It looked good for a moment, didn't it?
It sure did. And I think Murray's been playing under control, doing some good things. And that's the key, I think, for this Carolina team come the second half.
Yeah, Joe Barry playing well, shooting the ball pretty good from the perimeter. They're 2 for 13 from the 3-point line. Thought they forced a few in the game, but you know what? They didn't play great. Right now, Jackson 0 for 6 from the line, but they're only down 3 points at halftime, the Tar Heels.
All right, Tracy standing by with Coach Mark Few.
Thanks a lot, Coach. You said keeping them off the glass would be key. How have you been able to do that in the first half?
Well, I mean, I thought for the first probably 8 to 10 minutes we did a nice job, and then we kind of got crushed there at the end. So, but we had to, again, we had some foul issues. We had to get our better rebounders out of there, and again, that's going to be a big key to us winning this thing.
Perkins was able to hit from outside the arc, but how do you get Karnowski more involved in the second half?
Well, he had some great shots now. I mean, he had probably 4 shots within 3 feet that he's throughout his career he's made. They just kind of rolled out. So we'll keep going to him and Zebo and J3, and it's kind of who we are.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
Yeah, they didn't call for the big man in the first half, not once, but Perkins put up 13 to lead all scorers. Gonzaga 35, North Carolina 32 at halftime. The stars for North Carolina, they didn't put up the kind of performances you might have expected. Not so far. And let's hear from Tracy.
Coach, you've told us all tournament long you just need to get the ball in the basket. How do you create more offense in the second half?
We've got to move more effectively. You've got to use our brain and our heart both. Their defense is good, but we didn't move very well. We settled for shots that they wanted us to take instead of the ones that we wanted to take.
What do you need to see in the second half?
The ball going to basket.
Thanks.
Gets back to what you were saying, Raph. They just didn't shoot the ball very well.
They did. And a big thing, I think they got to go inside right away. They've got foul problems. Gonzaga powered in. What do you think?
And I think Josh Jackson, he has struggled 3 for 10. Sometimes you want it too much. Calm down, relax, let the hand come to you, and be more efficient with the shot selection.
Karnowski really struggling, I think, that maybe just not elevating enough, and also Meeks leaning on him has thrown him off. He's got to be effective for this team. Looks like he was out in the sun all day today, by the way.
Well, Karnowski didn't hit a shot on that first half, but seemed like there could have been even more opportunities to get the ball down low to him.
And this is the tough match, I think, when they play small. Nice turnover here. Berry got a piece.
Gonzaga looked just like they were
sleepwalking, right?
Absolutely not into it. They didn't even realize what had happened.
Goodness. I think he just coughed it up more than Berry got a piece.
They were just standing still. Down trying to get Karnowski, and it's defended.
And 2 turnovers in a row. Careless plays by the Zags.
A nice denial by Meeks. He's played great day. 1. And that's what he's got to do more of.
And it's always interesting to see how a team comes out on the halftime. Carolina, their energy and their body language definitely playing a little harder early on here in these first 2 possessions.
Foul was on Williams-Goss. And that was his first. And the game is tied. Coach Roy going for Roy Williams for his 3rd national championship tonight.
How about that? He was a pretty good teacher, didn't he?
Yes, he did. A hero of teacher.
Yeah, that's his line. Well, he does get emotional when he talks about Dean.
Okay, Carolina's taking the lead.
They got a little nickel dimer on the cut. JJ on Matthews. And that's that step and go. You got to make these wings pay on their over-the-top denial.
First foul on Jackson.
And you just see the hold here on this cut.
Hey, get out, get out. Get out there.
He's going to drive on him.
Tough shot because of the size.
Jackson blocks it. Goss got it back, and Meeks catches the air ball.
Not good trips early for the Zags.
No, awful start for them.
Where are you going?
Jackson steps over to get free.
There's a foul on Williams right there, trying to block out Meeks.
We got it. Takes more than Williams to block that guy out.
We talk about the length of Jackson, and defensively, Williams-Goss not going to be able to make that shot. Jackson too long, great anticipation. Maybe a ball fake by Williams-Goss to get Jackson off the ground.
Collins comes in. Remember, he had 2 fouls in the first half. Williams sits with 3.
I think Carolina needs to continue to go inside and get the bigs for the Gonzaga in foul trouble, attacking him.
Collins with a show and a little late. Karnowski.
Hicks. Way off the mark with that.
They got Collins.
Number 3 on him.
Got the inside position, and you always talk about the offensive rebounding of Carolina.
And the thing about it, Hicks took a bad shot, but he knows that Meeks is on the weak side because Williams-Goss is trying to block him out. And Meeks knows one of the best offensive rebounders in all of college basketball, and a 3rd foul on Collins.
Well, you must be related to Hicks. I thought he was just a tough shot because of the thing. Nice pass, what a play. Nice screen and dive by Meeks. And the fine rotation, late and small.
Big start, second half for North Carolina. Gonzaga slumbering out of the locker room here at the start.
Man, how about the help of the backhand? Now look at the size of the rotation. It's Matthews, no chance whatsoever.
And I think Collins might have got away with the foul. He had to be careful right there.
It was close.
On that block.
Would have been his 4th. Karnowski calling for it. He's got Meeks behind him.
You can't have footsteps now.
And it's tapped out by the heels as Karnowski continues to feel completely covered up.
And they are walling up magnificently, though, Carolina. Hands extended, not reaching down. Clever ploy. Putting size on Goss, pretty effective.
There's Goss. Sees an opening. And he's missed now several shots in the lane that he usually makes.
Good poise by Berry. Two-pointer. Waits for the bigs to get to the rim.
And he's moving so well. It looks as though that ankle not bothering him. Getting out in transition for the mid-range.
First 8 points of the half to the Heels.
Zag's got to be careful. This is a big possession for them, I think.
Matthews falling back and a foul. It goes to North Carolina.
And Joe Berry, like I said, just getting out in transition, constantly probing, seeing what's there, surveying the landscape, and knocking down a jump shot.
Mark Few has seen enough. His team takes a big blow here to start the second half.
Jimmy game can't be won in the first couple of minutes, but it can be lost in the first couple of minutes of the second half. Just not in the game, not involved. Great denial in the low box area and get some opportunities.
And Rap, you said it best. North Carolina came out here and really clamped down on defense. And Mark Few not envisioning this kind of start. 0 for 5, 2 turnovers and 3 fouls. Not what you want to do in a championship game.
Well, here's Matthews trying to change the tide.
Good foul.
And he steals it, and Hicks fouls him. So, much like the way this second half began.
How about that?
On the other end, Gonzaga trying to make something happen. That first trip by the Zags to start the second half set that pace the first 3 minutes of the half.
I'm sure Mark Few talking about defense. Pretty good denial the last trip.
Been a 17-5 stretch going back to the first half.
Nice high-low here. That's what they got to use the big guys when they're in the game.
Perkins is fouled.
And the assist. Barnowski from the top. Maybe 20 feet away. And this has been open all game. That little duck in right in there. And they have not taken advantage of it. If they have gotten it, they haven't delivered the goods. This time, on the money, Collins.
And Raph, that broke a 4-minute and 47-second drought for Gonzaga scoring. But I love Collins getting the ball. 2-point drought.
That happened in a restaurant, we can complain. Once again, inside. Carolina's been effective.
Jackson quickly inside, float in front of the rim. Collins snag it. And Goss wants to go right to the hole and reach in.
I think Berry may be on the wing, but that's what he does best. Rebound, push, and if you flatten out, don't identify, he can kick to an open shooter.
Second foul on Berry. Looking like a very well-timed timeout by a Few.
Well, really good, and they got after it, I think. Got their head in the game, became tougher-minded on the defensive end, and of course the acceleration in the open floor by Goss.
Perkins feeds it to the corner to Matthews. And he puts Gonzaga back in front with the three.
You know he loves that corner three as his mother celebrates in the crowd.
Well, the big thing, they take advantage of the size mismatch. He can elevate on Berry. That's what they've got to exploit, and they do on occasion.
It's interesting now, Gonzaga has really ramped up their defense now.
Tough shot.
Berry.
Tough shot. That's not a good one. They go the other way on Jackson.
Yeah, look at Goss boxing him out.
And Jimmy, watch this one at the other end. Look at the size. Look who's covered here. It's Berry, and you know as a shooter, Grant, you got that opportunity, plenty of time, distance, and the ability to deliver.
Jordan Matthews, a graduate transfer by way of Cal. He was in the tournament. What a difference a year makes. His team lost to Hawaii in the first round last year, and now he's playing for the championship. Foul against the Bulldogs.
Collins.
Number 4.
Didn't have to do it.
Huge foul.
Walk the guy up, let the ball go to the corner.
2 of his 4 fouls have been picked up at the offensive end. Zags regain the lead by 1. Out of that timeout call by Few, Gonzaga came from 5 down to 1 up, scoring 6 consecutive.
And Jim, I think he just got the retention. Gosh on Jackson. I think he can drive him and get a shot. There's a double. They have a double all day. they get a foul.
Yeah, Tilly comes into the game since Collins has to sit with the 4.
And I'm not sure you needed to double him. He's way off the block. Maybe double on the dribble, but Tilly came and used his body and drew the foul there.
They call it on Karnowski, and you're hearing the Gonzaga fans reacting to that. They thought it was on Tilly also. So number 3 on him, 3 on Williams, 3 on Karnowski, 4 on Collins.
Carolina got to go back inside.
Yeah, go inside, no question.
Jackson with the left hand.
Over the
That's
top.
going to be Meeks, number 3.
Got to relax a little bit. Guys are doing things they're unaccustomed to doing now. Trying to jam it in. Look at all those problems on the other end. Karnowski with that.
They're big guys.
Sheepy,
Yeah,
all the big guys. Yeah, they have their dilemma.
So Meeks goes out. Bradley, a freshman, takes his place.
Big on Gus with Pinson. And they got
Lob it up.
nice help.
That was Pinson.
Great big side.
Boy, he saw that coming. Snap of the head over the head. Jackson trying to somehow connect with Bradley and way over the top.
And help side defense. Pinson sniffed it out. Great steal. The little things, the utility guy from North Carolina.
That's him.
Your guy.
Nice kid, Pleasant. Karnowski's going to get in low and do some damage. He's on the floor, take advantage of him. I don't think Bradley can body him up.
Boss, he's blocked. Pinson takes it out of traffic. Jackson wants baseline, snaps it back out to Berry. The only one to hit threes for Carolina. Pinson. Boy, they have missed as a team now. The last 10 from behind the line.
And they haven't been attractive.
Tilly, floater.
Good hands by Tilly, though. Look at this, I love it.
Tilly on the point. Karnowski at last. And that was hard effort by Tilly that made it happen. And a foul.
But his dad emotional. Tilly with a little chilly effort here. And how about this? Karnowski with the dive. That's a playground move. That doesn't happen in Warsaw.
How about Killian Tilly, though? 6'10 freshman from France who hit the 2 knockout free throws in the closing seconds against South Carolina. And Karnowski front of the rim.
In times of geography, that's the longest give and go.
That's, yeah, right. France to Gonzaga. That was the 3rd foul of Hicks, so now you got both Meeks and Hicks. Tilly's going to pick up one here. Hicks and Meeks both with 3. And that's number 1 on Tilly.
Because of the continued foul trouble of Gonzaga, North Carolina just go inside.
But look at the lineup, though. You know, unless Hicks can do a job, it's more of a driving unit out there. Although Bradley does a little hooking and maybe a little experience, but he does have that type of game.
We're not even 6 minutes into the second half, and now both teams are in the bonus. North Carolina's gone scoreless now for 3.5 after blitzing out of the locker room. Here's Hicks. Pinson, quick give up. Barry.
Good job by Bradley. Just doesn't get it, but good effort. That they pursue the basketball on misses as well as anybody.
And Gonzaga protecting their bigs. Instant double, big to big, forcing the rotation.
Remember before you questioned that may have been one of the reasons they were doing the double, that maybe a little rotation outside. You know?
Right. There's the breakdown. The Heels 2 of 17 from 3. Barry 2 of 7. The rest of the team over 10.
A little zone now. This could be dangerous because this team gets into gaps. They flash the post.
Jackson defended. Put it up ahead to Pinson. Lays it in for 2. Breaks a 4-minute scoring drought.
Great look by Jackson. And then they go man after the make.
Also ends an 8-point run by the Zags.
Karnowski's got to become more active.
Perkins had that super hot hand in the first half. First shot in the second half. Barry to Hicks.
They're going to give this to Karnowski or Tilly, maybe.
It's the second on Tilly.
Well, every time they go inside, I like the big wall up by Karnowski.
But look at Hicks fighting for this bucket.
That's a tough shot right there.
Sure was. Maybe it'll get him going a little bit.
Yeah.
Gives the lead back to North Carolina.
Well, we've seen some great Carolina teams, and this is not a great one, but boy, these kids have fun. Roy's got them to play together, hang tough. Not quite as good a shooting team as we've experienced. Maybe the best passer on the floor. That's Karnowski. We're getting the touch inside. Nice look.
Tilly on the blocks. And that's Barry coming over to knock it out with 6 to shoot.
I think Tilly under the rim should have pulled it back out. Sometimes guys want to get in there, but Bradley had the position and, of course, the length.
Luke May comes in. We've seen only 7 minutes of action tonight.
Keep the ball out of the guard's hands if you can, and force them to make decisions with bigs, as they do here.
Now with 4 to shoot. Karnowski has to put it up.
Wow, grab on it. 2 shots.
Jackson almost stripped him of it, and then it was a call on May, his 3rd. For parents of boys and girls ages 7 to 15, registration is now open for this summer's Drive, Chip, and Putt Championship qualifying, so visit drivechipandputt.com to register. And a boat. And we have a 7th lead change.
A little zone. I thought that was a good move, really. Protect your bigs. I think probably the offensive rebound. You might go over the top. Buries it.
His 3rd of the game from out there. The only Tar Heel to make one. Nelson driving on Britt. Tilly. It's off North Carolina.
Tilly got nice inside rebounding.
We know Joel Berry's been struggling, not 100%, but showing a lot of heart here. But defensively in that zone, you have to be paranoid. You have to know where the shooters are, Jackson and Berry, and he made him pay.
Jackson gets a little blow. A little rest before the TV timeout.
Williams-Goss.
They got a foul on the drive. I think Pinson.
Well, Carolina fans wanted a walk. It is on Pinson.
Roy's really upset. A lot of whistles. I think both coaches concerned. Going to run out of players here. Nice hesitation. Little blow by, little cup.
Boy, he did walk, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I do think right now both teams have to be aware that the refs are calling it close. You can't reach, can't be any indecision. Be smart, which is easier said than done.
In some cases, it's too late, though. Right? Guys have foul problems, but you're right.
It'll be a 1-and-1. His mother, Valerie.
Yeah, we meet a lot of kids. This kid jumps out at you, doesn't he? Classy.
Graduated in 3.5 years. Only 1 of 2. At the line that time.
Back to the straight up man. Back screen to get Bradley to the box. Nice look.
The shoulder, and Perkins brings it back the other way.
Pinson has a great feel.
Ooh, look at Perkins. Ooh. Yeah, he felt like Karnowski had shielded the defense.
Well, he can shield the sun. Maybe not the Carolina D. There's Walker.
Barry on the floor, and it's Bradley. Down to 12 on the shot clock.
Pretty good drive, and I've got to keep him outside with the shot clock running down. Down to 4.
Here's Pinson. Race for the ball. Karnowski secures it. They've got Bradley down on the floor, late to get back. So chance here. Melson, three.
Karnowski just stayed in the back too. Some quick jacks. Get some ball movement.
Curry, that's Tillman who tapped it out of his hand. Williams-Goss. Whistle. He traveled. Boy, Gonzaga shooting 20% in the second half. North Carolina with 10:51 to go. Leads it by one. Another championship game that's closely contested. And your game summary. I'm not sure anyone expected Joel Berry would lead Carolina in scoring, but he is at this point. 16 points and 5 assists. But foul concerns on each side. That's a big story as we head to a North Carolina inbounds under 11 to go.
Major issues here. A little zone again, Grant.
Protect their bigs. Gonzaga,
Yeah.
smart.
They're playing a little tiny now. Karnowski out. Williams in the center.
Jackson is now 0 for 8 from 3.
Amazing. And lately he's been some pretty clean looks.
And we talked in the opening, he had to have a big game. Not able to be effective, 3 of 14, and like you said, 0 for 8.
Of course, Berry has supplied a big lift for them. This is tough. Moving Meeks out, I think, can be effective here in the screen. They do get something out of it pretty good.
Got a good look from Williams-Goss, who can't hit these shots in the lane tonight. Not so far. Pinson. And that's a good rebound by Tilly. Trying to get that outward pass.
Pinson from the rear. And they had a good kick-out pass to Goss if Tilly could deliver.
Meeks trying to make an appeal that he traveled, as Mark Few goes right now with both Karnowski and Collins on the bench with their foul issues. That's the 10th team foul. So 2 the rest of the way. And Tilly never hit a bigger 2 free throws than he did on Saturday.
Absolutely. And they do have some nice rotations. They are deep up front.
All these whistles in the second half made it very shocking. 10 minutes of action so far.
And I think players are tentative because of that.
Tonight, James Corden gets in on the madness. Don't miss a special late show. James welcomes Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Steve Nash. It's all new tonight on CBS.
He knows basketball players. You haven't been invited, have you?
I have, but those are 3 good point guards right there.
A little karaoke maybe with you one of these days.
Tilly's second one ties it. And Mays sitting out right now.
Back to the man.
I like going inside the Meeks. He has a small Williams on him.
He's size. He's got him. Give it to him. He wants them to go a little reach in from the rear. Williams, number 4. Goodness.
And Jim, you made a great point. I mean, I think all these calls is really taking the flow and rhythm. Either team can really get going as Karnowski comes back in, and he has 3 fouls himself.
And you got to yo-yo players consistently coming down the stretch now. Survival of the fittest, and coming in, I just thought Gonzaga had a deeper bench. Talking about 4 people outside the perimeter, 4 people out.
It's in danger of getting thin here in a hurry. We're not careful. So Williams just can't stay in the flow because of the fouls. Out with 4. Collins stays out with 4. Karnowski on the floor with 3.
Meeks could be a major factor. Turns it up a notch for this club. Gets some touches inside. He's been marvelous defensively on Karnowski, I think.
He really has, but I still think they got to go back to Karnowski inside Gonzaga. Meeks has 3 fouls. Try to get that 4th foul and get Karnowski going.
On the offense now, you got Jackson on you with your Goss. Keep yourself busy. And I agree with you.
Cross screen action.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They get the bump on Meeks.
And suddenly Meeks has his 4th.
Interesting, just a little back screen, huh? Get him to the box. A little hip check.
Freedom of movement. Rule changes in the NCAA, and Meeks trying to be physical now. Call for his fourth, and it looks like Roy Williams is leaving him in the game.
Two free throws coming for Karnowski. I think Bradley might be coming in for him.
A little blow for the big guys. They got a little blood on the uniform too. Meeks asking, how do I play defense is what they're saying.
Blood on the left forearm of Theo Pinson. Going to give everyone a little time to.
I think that's Doug
catch a blow.
Halverson. He's been busy, Jim, with ankles and knees and everything else for Carolina.
Ultimately, Pinson out, and Karnowski to shoot two. Out all of last year after back surgery.
And unfortunately, this is the story, Jim. Foul situation, a major issue for both sides.
Which one's more dire when you look at that?
I think Gonzaga, to be honest with you. I mean, Collins is the four. I mean, Karnowski is a little bit off his game. Not that he elevates, but just can't exert himself as well as we've seen him.
Haven't had a bucket from either side in over 3 minutes. There's Barry.
How about
Beautiful
that?
shot.
How about that play?
How about that? Little 5'11". Dominance. Good shot. He can overpower that.
They got the shot he wanted. He always makes that.
It's unbelievable.
It's in his head right now for Karnowski.
See, this is where I just think once in a while, a good run, they're going the other way. Which way are they going? They're going the other way. But see, that's when Joe Burry's got to run, bring it out, fan dribble, get his team involved. And here's that little post up.
Yeah, nice little jump hook right there. I'm impressed, Joe Barry.
Who needs Meeks in here? And that's the one he normally rings the bell with.
That call was against Bradley, his second. So Karnowski's right back to the line again.
This is where you show fatigue too. You're not bending your legs. You're not following through. Shoots under 60.
And his dad having traveled all the way from Turin, Poland.
Painful.
Over 5,000 miles away. Shimmick, the only child. And he gets them both.
Engaging guy as well. I think on the other end you're going to be able to get some shots, jump shots, because of the size of the small guards for Carolina.
Barry looking for options here with 8 to shoot.
Jackson's got to keep a tough shot. How about that?
Wow. Jackson down by Jackson.
That's what he does. He keeps busy, and that's why he's able to offensive rebound. Keep those puppies moving far.
Jackson's first field goal since the 5:23 mark in the first half. Karnowski again with a good look.
Boy, he is really having his problems around the rim.
He's 1 for 8. He's missed 7 shots just a couple of feet from the cylinder. That's wide of the mark.
Too much of a hurry. Point guard's got to run the shot. Open look.
Perkins going to drive in instead. Karnowski able to get it back.
I think it's a foul on Burry. He got hurt too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
May have taken a shot in the face area. Pretty good defensive reaction. One on that block.
Great reaction defensively. Barry, that man right there has had a tough couple of weeks.
Oh, you're not kidding. Man.
He has been banged around, and Karnowski really can't find any place to go. But that was close to a pretty good steal.
I think that was a good steal. Barry reached in there and looked like Karnowski got him on the neck.
And with the hip to the head.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that call.
Have you ever been hit by a Mack truck, fellas?
Well, that's what it looks like.
Or it feels like, right?
Well, it looked like Barry might have got in there. And, man.
Wow. Andre the Giant with a takedown.
Yeah, Barry had all ball on that right there from that angle. So basketball wasn't physical.
Oh, they're going to take a look. I think it's just a play on. That wasn't a malicious play.
So a second half that has no rhythm to it at all. It's slowing down again.
And the fans are perplexed. Players are perplexed. I mean, that's just one of those. His head was in the way of his hand kind of deals.
Without a doubt. Two guys, competitors, going for a loose ball. It's amazing, Jim. You talk about no rhythm. There's been 21 total fouls called this half.
Just this half.
Oh,
Just this half.
Wow.
Gonzaga actually goes over, appears to apologize.
Great sportsmanship.
Yeah.
He's going to be going back to the line, where he's already had 7 attempts in this game. The winningest player by victories in Division I history is Shimmick Karnowski, 137 victories, but there's only one you really want.
This is the one.
His last game.
Yeah, exactly. I think let's just keep playing, fellas.
He broke the record, by the way, of Shane Battier.
Shane Battier,
most
another
wins.
Great winner. Karnowski 1 for 8 from the field, and other than that layup on that give and go, he's just not been effective. No rhythm. Usually, those are his shots, close to the basket. Great touch.
Raph, you had a chance to hear about Mark Few reuniting all of the old staff members he's had in his 18 years as a head coach, plus his predecessor.
Everybody. Of course, Dan Munson, unbelievable career he's had too. You know, at that school, went on to Minnesota, and they're going to. They're coming over to explain it to us first.
Fouls, or you shoot his fouls first. And then we're going to go down there and we're going to shoot the 2 fouls and do white ball.
The flagrant one, basically, Jim, and you heard it as well.
Yeah.
So they'll shoot the personal fouls down this end, and that adds a foul as well.
Flagrant one, as you said.
And this is what a flagrant one is defined by: excessive contact.
I think they should have just played on, to be honest.
So Karnowski hits his 4th, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough, but what a tough situation is. You can see the explanation of the rule. But getting back to Munson, Mark Few said, I want all the former coaches and assistants to come back. They spent the other night with the wives, and of course he said, Dan, bring your kids. He said, my kids weren't alive when I was up at Gonzaga. He said, no, they're born into the family, so they put their arms around everybody with any contribution. And that reminds a lot of Carolina too. They have that deep. So many of the players are here. These big-time programs seem to do it as well as yours.
The same theme of family as Joe Barry misses 2 free throws, continues with his struggles from the line.
And I think that's the foot, the ankle.
But look here, the 3 main bigs for Gonzaga all have 4 fouls.
And Karnowski goes out. Collins returns to the floor with the 4 fouls. Game tied with 8 minutes to go.
And Collins on the floor, Randy a little inexperienced, and they load up a little double to protect one another. On that double is a shot. Bradley's a great offensive rebounder. Here he posts up, go to him. I would challenge this guy.
Collins behind him with the 4. Somehow it's defended. Bradley follows it up.
It's just persistence pays off. The big fella kept the ball high and able to finish on that second chance shot.
Perry doing a nice job shading. Look at the nice drop step. Tough pass to that area. Out of bounds. Until he was out of bounds.
Gonzaga has gone now over 7 minutes without a hoop. And North Carolina leads it by 2. Well, this was last year. North Carolina, Villanova. What a closing stretch we had. The shot by Page, with a miracle shot. inbound with 4.7 seconds to go. Then Chris Jenkins for the championship. Villanova took the title. And it's just hard to imagine, but again, his brother, Nate Britt, on the Carolina team. He's been traveling with the guy that beat you last year, has been traveling with the Tar Heels since they got knocked out of the tournament.
He's not on the text messaging, though.
Since Villanova got knocked out of the tournament. Right. Yeah. And they have their own little stream they
Right.
left him out of on this whole redemption.
They're pals, though, the kids.
They're pals. I would have an issue with that. The guy that reminded me of losing a championship running with the team.
Well, look at these numbers.
Last night from the free throw line, again over 7 minutes without a field goal.
And Jim, the referees have to let the game breathe.
Taking the crowd out of the game, too.
Yeah, it's just, and even the kids not aware of how to play the game. Nice cross-court look and a good opportunity.
Boy, Barry thought he had made it.
He did.
Gosh was open up ahead.
Look at this cross-court.
Matthews slipped and he's out.
I tell you, Gonzaga dodged a bullet. That double team on Jackson, Barry was wide open. But here, just an opportunity on the break. Nice deflection by Bradley.
Yeah, whoever heads up, you're right.
So there's Williams on the floor. Again, he has 4.
Little squeeze box play up the lane, and they close the door. Pretty good D there. Some guys call it the elevator. Nice up.
5 to shoot.
Nobody really going to the rim.
Allie Hicks.
They got a violation, I think. Or pull a shot clock. Let's see if they're going to check it.
Collins standing there with the 4.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. That's pretty good D.
It sure, you could tell, even live, that.
Yeah,
again, I'm surprised they stopped play.
Well, that was a great contest by Collins without fouling.
Look at the weak side rebounding position by Bradley. They really work at it, don't they?
So they, after several reviews, confirmed the basket by Hicks. Just at the nick of time, and that puts Carolina up by 4 with 6:23 to play.
Pass off the ball with Jackson. Perkins got to run the show.
Bulldogs have made only 3 shots from the field in the second half. Here's Collins.
They slipped on that side of the floor.
Yeah. Squeezes it through somehow.
How he made that shot. That was great defense.
Stuck with it.
Better offense.
And that's after 8 minutes and 27 seconds since their last 2.
Carolina been very patient. There's Norton will run a little double screen on the right side and a load up. They got covered a double and big nice dive by Bradley.
Perkins and Matthews took it away from it. Bradley stopped. And look who's coming through.
Nice entry. Go right away. Go right away.
Collins back out with it.
Empty side.
Williams.
Short. Excuse me. How about that?
You didn't have a lot of faith in that one.
No, it didn't look good coming out. Look at what Jackson moves.
Turn around, front of the rim.
They got to push off
5 on
Williams, I think.
I think it's Collins.
I think you're right.
It's 5 on Collins right there. But Williams, who made that go-ahead 3-pointer with 50 seconds left versus West Virginia in the Sweet 16, off the glass. And you're right. Collins with his 5th foul.
That brings Karnowski in for him.
We're going to have a bunch of guards playing soon.
Yeah, this goes an extra 5. You might be right.
Exactly. Meeks coming in for the shooter.
He has 4. Thursday, a tradition unlike any other, the Masters. We'll see you with late night highlights Thursday and Friday, full coverage over the weekend. Second shot coming here for Bradley.
Got to squeeze Jackson small on his side. Good minutes out of Bradley. See what Meeks can do. He's done a nice job on Karnowski in that low box area, using that belly well endowed.
And Raph, I think both teams, the way they're calling fouls, you got to go inside. Put the onus on the official. Make them make a call. But be smart. Don't get an offensive foul.
Under 5. In a 2-point game here outside of Phoenix.
Nice screen by Karnowski.
Matthews.
Pretty good challenge. Cross that. They got to see if it's a deflection. I think so. They got a deflection.
Yeah, they changed the call. 2 officials had it going Carolina's way.
The trail official, Mike Eads, had a pretty good.
Was it?
That was not. No.
He got his hand, if anything. That's what caused the problem. Yeah.
He got his hand after the shot.
Yeah. Oh, tough shot.
Gonzaga takes the lead at 60-59.
He is a gamer, that kid. Now he's got to play. A pretty good offensive player in Chad. Nice entry.
Meeks doubled up. Williams collided on him. No call. Barry with a 3.
I like this kid. Nice extra pass by Vincent. Let him go a little bit now. We got a little juice in this game.
Let's let this last 5 minutes go. 62-60 Tar Heels. Karnowski. Almost got away from him.
He's got to do a better job resetting Karnowski.
Williams-Goss.
Not a good one there. He had 2 guys on him.
Yeah, Jackson came swooping over and definitely influenced the shot.
Once again, the ability to get free by Jackson. Key. If he does rebound, he does curl, and they pin him down quite a bit. Here he comes. Short.
Tough shot.
Yeah, not good. Pull your play, don't necessarily have to shoot it.
Williams-Goss pushes it up. Now we're back off and reset with Perkins.
Yes, he's got to get inside.
Perkins got it back.
Plenty of time, nice kick.
Williams-Goss drives in, whistle!
Well, they've had a lot of those, haven't they, during the course of this game?
And Raph, that man right there, Williams-Goss, he went in there and initiated the contact and got the foul. Roy Williams, Gonzaga, they're laying it all on the line. Championship is at stake. Who wants it more?
Let's take a look at the Capital One Cup impact performance. And you said, Raph, in the opening that Joel Berry had to come up with a big performance even though he wasn't 100%.
Well, he's the head of this team. He's the point guard. When he makes shots that are comfortable within the game, within the flow of the game, they are just a different team. And this is without Jackson performing, Grant.
I'm very surprised, Jackson. I thought he would, obviously come to play better, but you said it best. Barry, the heart and soul of this ball club, playing big.
Williams-Goss is now 3 out of 7 from the line, and here again is the foul blotter.
It's like the crime scene, huh?
Feels like it.
Yeah. I go Meeks inside. Get that big body down there.
See, Hicks committed his 4th on the foul with Williams-Goss going to the last break. So another concern on the Carolina side with Meeks with 4. Pinson.
Nice check out.
Nice box out by Williams-Goss.
Not the possession that North Carolina wanted.
Karnowski's not being active at all. I could get low, big guy. How about that?
Williams-Goss, he waited, he was patient.
Nice little ISO. Dominant off the bounce. Big time.
And the lead swings back to the Zags at 2:15 to go.
Need Jackson to perk it up a little. Nice cut. And they got a foul on the cut. Goss Williams. Williams-Goss.
you know, when you have a bigger guy on you, I love when you attack, and Williams-Goss just getting Jackson on his heels. Great touch and finish. And Mark Few, he's always calm.
He is understated.
Yeah.
Called for his second. Williams-Goss. So Jackson just
off his game.
able to find it tonight. Matthews for Melson.
You wonder if this fatigue is playing a role. Guys who are normally pretty efficient from the free throw line missing here down the stretch.
Carolina 12 of 22 from the line. And that one ties it at 63.
It's size on the point guard. Well, let's see if Perkins can elevate over Burry if they don't go to Karnowski.
Carolina's just got to be solid. No gambling here on defense.
He loves to post up when they need a big basket. How about this? Little kiss!
Backed away. And backed away, Pinson.
And that's what they call crunch time.
Banked it home. Created a separation.
Nice cut by Jackson. And Williams. Nice.
And just an unbelievable play. Theo Pinson, we know he can pass, but Jackson, one of the best at moving without the basketball, and that's where he takes advantage down low. Not necessarily settling, but getting inside and using his height and his ability to finish.
So the first team All-Americas matching baskets, but an extra point on this end on the three-point play, and it's a North Carolina lead.
Keeping big on Williams-Goss. Once again, they haven't been riding the big guy. He's just staying at that foul line on the down screen. They timeout here.
So Williams-Goss might have tripped up and hurt his ankle.
Well, that's the one he hurt.
It looked like he and Pinson might have got tangled up.
That's the one he hurt too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
rolled it right there. He's not going out.
Not with 1:25 to go.
That kid is not going out. There's no question about that. They can tape him up, put ice on it, put a bandage. He's not going out.
Give him a little extra time here. Walking off with a timeout. So Williams-Goss, he has scored Gonzaga's last 8 points. The arrow belongs to the Tar Heels. Zags down to 1 timeout, 3 for North Carolina.
I think it's going to be a small line. Look at him running it off, running it. Oh, he's hurting though. He's staying
right
in.
now. He's going to use that adrenaline here, an opportunity to be a champion.
And Nelson on the floor now, another guy who can make shots on dribble drives. Karnowski has not been active, trying to load up on the box area, see if they call his number, particularly after that slight injury.
I think they go to Williams-Goss here. Regardless, he's on the court. He's been money this whole Final Four. Let him go to work.
Nice pump, short.
Pinson.
Nice check.
Pinson comes back to get the rebound.
Nice job by Hicks. Screen it out.
One minute to go. And a one-point game here for the title. North Carolina looking for redemption. Barry underneath Meeks. Slips out of his hands. And again, the arrow belongs this end.
Well, you got to come up with that. Look at his hands, right?
Well, I thought Meeks had it. It slipped out of his hands. Right there on the glass.
Karnowski kind of took a little swipe at it, knocked it out of his hands.
Nelson should have had it, though.
But don't these guys want it? 3 guys on the floor. That ball has their name on it. They know it's at stake.
49 seconds to go.
Jackson always busy.
Barry in no hurry. With 12 to shoot. Hicks wanting to drive on Williams.
That's what you need from that guy. Big time. Palm, hold, deliver. A great check out at the one end. Counters on the offensive end.
And Raftery, he has struggled the last 3 games, but stepping up when it matters the most, the senior Hicks. Hang time and a little smooch. You gotta watch like maybe now in the post. Who is?
Mark Few took the last timeout for the Bulldogs, and what do you see him doing here with 22 seconds?
Got to go right to the rim, I think. Just real quick, Deuce, get your defense set up.
Yeah, I agree.
If you just settle on the 3, they rebound, you're in deep trouble. But drive, draw, kick, maybe if they take it away. And you got Karnowski, why not ride the big guy? Don't force it if you're Gus.
Comes in, blocked by Meeks. Right up ahead to Jackson. He takes it down for the 5-point lead. No timeouts, Gonzaga. It's stolen, and North Carolina's fouled with 7 seconds to go. A game-deciding sequence, it looks like.
And Raf, let me tell you, Kennedy Meeks, 2 possessions defensively with a great, fantastic block. Jackson with the easy finish, and then the cat-like quickness, getting the steal at the other end. But, man, you talk about stepping up, playing big, doing everything right. A continuation of this semifinal game. Kennedy Meeks doing it all.
I love guys who put the ball in their hands and do some constructive things, but you've got to use better judgment. Gus opens up to a behemoth and negated.
North Carolina calls that timeout, and Gonzaga didn't have any, so it does give Few and the Zags to try to come up with some sort of desperation plan.
Absolutely, the good quick push, but
it's long odds with 7.3 seconds, and Barry to the line for 2.
That's a sight that is tough on everybody.
Roy Williams.
Meeks, how about the way he went after him early in the game?
Age 66, the same age as, again, his hero and mentor, Dean Smith, who retired at age 66. He was at this point 20 years ago when Coach Smith retired. And Dean implored Roy, said, make me a promise. You don't walk away from the game as young as I did.
And I think the reason was that Dean was so sharp and on top of his game and had more to give. And I think Roy is heeding that lesson. Wow, what a quick turnaround. So many early empty trips, never got their legs, their confidence.
Matthews off the mark, and this year the confetti is going to fall for North Carolina. They're not going to be denied this time. In the end,
too many opportunities missed, I think, but Murray played sensational. And you mentioned, Jim, about Hicks's contribution coming down the stretch. He was terrific.
And I thought Williams-Goss played big, but that little ankle down the stretch at last minute, unable to execute. Gonzaga led by 1, 63-62 with 2:20 left, and North Carolina went on a 9-2 run, which they've done all tournament against Arkansas, and then closed the game against Kentucky in the regional final. And now they're champions, North Carolina, once again.
Redemption. That was the theme.
That was their theme this summer, correct?
It's been really since the day after Houston.
Yeah.
All right, Ernie, we're here with the national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Mark Hollis is the chairman of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Committee. Dr. Mark Emmert, president of the NCAA, here for the trophy presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd love to have you congratulate 4 great teams for a fabulous Final Four. And now Mark Hollis will present the national champions with a trophy.
Congratulations, Coach. Outstanding job. Nate, come over here. Want me to say something?
Please do.
Put it up there. Help him, Isaiah. Help him, Isaiah. That's little Nate.
What is it you want to say?
It's an amazing game. Gonzaga and Mark Few are 2 great giants. Mark Few is one of the greatest coaches in our game. Gonzaga played fantastic. Both teams played extremely hard. I don't think either team played really well. But I told my team with 3 minutes left, the first day of practice, if you had told me we were going to be in this situation, I would have taken it. And what we had to do is play the last 3 minutes. Isaiah Hicks made a big basket for us, and we did play the last 3 minutes.
And this team has really been focused since last year. They called it the Redemption Tour. How did this team tonight in the last 2.5 minutes finish the game on a 9-2 run? How did that happen?
I think, again, you said it yourself, they wanted redemption, but I put in the locker room up on the board. One of the things we had to be tonight was tough enough, and I think this group was tough enough tonight.
Congratulations on your 3rd national championship. When we spoke yesterday, your hero and mentor, Dean Smith, won 2, and now you have 3. How much on a moment like this do you think of Coach Smith?
I think of Coach Smith, there's no question. I don't think I should be mentioned in the same sentence with him. But we got 3, because I got these guys with me, and that's all I care about right now, my guys.
Congratulations, Roy. And, hey, guys, Joe Barry is the most outstanding player of the Final Four. Where did that performance come from tonight? Because you've come in here obviously less than 100%.
Yes, sir. My teammates believed in me. You know, I had a hard game the other night, and my teammates just said, just keep on pushing and keep on pushing. And I couldn't do it without them. And, you know, my coaches helped me as well. And I wasn't at my 100%, but I gave it my all.
How sweet is it after what happened at the end last year against Villanova to think about that? Yesterday you said, I'm already feeling the pressure of trying to come back and avenge that game. To wait a whole year and comes down to the last minutes again, but this time you're on the other side of it.
Yes, sir. That's what I said. I said I want to enjoy it. I want to see this confetti fall on us, and we're the winners. And we came out here and we competed. It came down to the last second, but we're national champs now. So,
congratulations. Congratulations to all the Tar Heels. Ernie Johnson will take it when we come back to Phoenix. The North Carolina Tar Heels will be taking down the Nets here. And they'll have a little one shining moment in honor of their performance as they take the national championship 2017.